Hi, this is Callie Teegardin coming live out of my home office in Sugar Land, Texas today. I am back and I'm excited to share with you idea number 2 in the Good Life to the Great Life series. If you're new to this series, I'm talking about how to move from your good life to your great life, right? I had this saying on my desk that said, is your good life getting in the way of your great life? And in the beginning, I thought the good life going to the great life was about having a bigger house, more money, stuff type of things. And I realized that what the great life is becoming true to who you are. And so I'm sharing through this series different things that I've learned, ideas that may help you move from your good life to your great life. So today's is all about redefining your definition of success. And I grew up thinking that success was hitting the next goal, right? Maybe it was making more money in my job, or getting a promotion, or buying a bigger house, or buying that dream car, right? It was all about more, more, more. And I was thinking, okay, when I do that, then I'll be successful, then I'll be happy. And I think that's such a trap that we get ourselves into, because the challenge with that thinking is you may get the bigger house, the more money, the raise, the title that you want, and you get there and it's like, it's not enough. And so you're trying to push for the next thing, the next thing. And what happens is you never end up happy because it's never enough. And I was going through this challenge in my life. I was miserable. I wasn't happy. I just thought if I could get here, if I could do that, or I could do more, it would all work itself out. And I was working with a coach at the time. I do believe in coaching. That's another idea that I'll be sharing later on in another one of these series. But I was working with a coach, and one of the things that we really worked on was redefining my definition of success, right? Taking what this old belief system that I had in my head, that success was a goal, a very defined thing, and changing that more to a feeling, right? What did I want? I wanted to be happy, right? I thought if I could be successful, I could be happy. And so he helped me turn it upside down in my head and to make the goal really about being happy. What if I could show up every day and choose to be happy no matter what is going on in my life? Would I then be successful? We also looked at the things that I really wanted in life, and some of the things that were really important to me, and yours may be very different, was being connected. I know I'm successful when I'm connected to other people. I love building relationships. I love getting to know people. I love helping people. And that connection of meeting new people or spending time with those that I love, appreciate, value, learn from was really important for me. So that being connected to other human beings was a very important piece. Another for me was being authentic. I was at a point in my life where I was trying to move and become more vulnerable, like move this shift from having to think I always had to be perfect, and that was tied into I'm only successful if I'm perfect, but tying into being vulnerable, to showing up as me, being willing to put myself out there. So being authentic was a really important. And then the last was to have fun, right? I love life. I love to have fun. And in that time of my life, I really wasn't having fun because I only thought I could have fun if I was successful. And so it was this horrible hamster wheel. And what he taught me was really to redefine that definition. And so when I started, instead of looking at I'm only successful if I hit this goal, every day I started looking at I am successful today if I'm happy, I'm authentic, I'm connected, and I'm having fun in the process. And so it doesn't matter if I'm working today, or if it's a day that I'm off playing golf and then working, or a day that I may be traveling. If I can achieve those things, if I can choose to be happy that day, right? And that's where finding the joy in the journey truly comes from in my life, right? Finding that joy, finding that happiness in everyday life, even when sometimes it doesn't seem like there is joy or happiness. So finding happiness. 2, being connected, right? Spending time with other humans. I do have to have some alone time, but I know when it's been too much because I'm going stir crazy. That connection is so important with me. 3, was I authentic? Was I true to who I am today, right? Was I me? And was I okay with being me? And then 4, did I have fun? And if I could say yes to all 4 of those things, I knew the day was successful. And here's what's really interesting. When I started focusing on that, my life changed, right? Because then everything else really took care of itself because those were the most important things. And the analytical side of me like didn't get it, but it's about creating joy. It's about living life. It's about being who you are and having those feelings. And then you start attracting instead of pushing things away. When you're in this, I'm only successful if you're almost in this lack place, right? You're coming from a place of lack. And people see that. And people feel that, right? And it's about being genuine, being true to you, who you are, being happy. That's what makes people want to spend time with you, to be connected with you. And when you can focus on that, everything else seems to take care of itself. Plus you get these ideas. Maybe I should try this, or you know what, I should do this. And when you run with them, life completely changes. And I realized over this last week that I was kind of in a really bad spot again. If you've been reading some of my Joy of Journeys, you might see that. I started like looking and was like, what was going on? And I looked at my life and I had gotten away from defining my success as being authentic, happy, connected, and having fun. And I was back onto, oh, I need to hit this goal and I need to do this and I'm not going to be successful if I don't do these things. And it was just dragging me down and I was experiencing it in every place in my life. And so I was like, aha, right? This is where I need to go again. And so we all go through moments where we've got it and then we start slipping back. But what I think also becomes a successful life is noticing those things and then course correcting as you go. We're not all going to have a perfect and successful and happy and connected and authentic day every day or whatever your words are. But when we're not, it's becoming aware of where we're at in that state and getting back into who we truly are. Because when we can show up as who we truly are, and for me, that's authentic, connected, happy, and having fun, everything else takes care of itself. So my question to you today is, what is your definition of success? And is that definition serving you? If yes, then keep using it, right? Because you know you. Your definition is probably going to be different than mine because you're different than me. But if that definition is serving you, then run with it. But if your answer is no, or maybe not, maybe it's time to look at it. And one of the things you can do is look at those things. If your definition of success is, I will be successful when I get this or do that, what is it about that thing that you think will bring you that happiness, right? Start diving into that. Figure out what it is, those emotions, right? For me, it was about being happy. It was being authentic, fun. Find those things. Then instead of focusing on that goal, focus on those things now and continue to focus, and it won't be easy. And just watch the change. Watch the joy, watch the change, find the joy in the journey. So anyway, if you'd like to chat more about this, I'd love to hear from you. Shoot me a note. Let's chat and have a great rest of your day. Bye now.